What up? It's Jimmy from odds.com. This is a clip from our big NCAA basketball show. Check out the entire show. Hit the link at the bottom of the screen. It's available exclusively on odds.com. We move on. 3:30 p.m. Eastern. Big East, big game. Number 3 ranked Villanova Wildcats, 10-1, 5-0 in conference. The Seton Hall Pirates, 9-7, 6-4 in conference. We're at the Prudential Center in Newark, New Jersey. We have this Villanova squad opening up as 4-point favorites that quickly moves to 5.5. This total opens up at 142. We now see 142.5 on the board. Villanova's rolling. They've won 8 straight, coming off an easy 71-56 win at home over Providence on January 23rd. 4 days prior to that, they barely squeezed past the Seton Hall squad 76-74, and Max was on Seton Hall in that spot. In that game, Connor Gillespie went for 22 points. Senior Jermaine Samuels came off the bench and scored 20 points and 9 boards. This team does everything well. They score 78.9 points per game, allow just 66.7. They only turn the ball over 8.1 times a game. They hit 46.6% from the field, 36.9% from 3, and 74.7% from the stripe. Seton Hall followed up that tight loss to Villanova with another tight loss at home to Creighton, 85-81. 7'2", 270-pound Ike Obiagu playing beside 6'11", 240-pound Georgian Sandro Mamukalashvili makes the paint a very scary place to enter for the opposition. Mamukalashvili leads the team with 17.9 points, fills out the stat sheet with 6.9 boards, 3.3 assists. Guards Jarrett Roden averages 15.6 points, and Miles Cale averages 12.1 points. This is a tough team, and Villanova clearly had issues in the paint against those two monsters. Max, you cashed the last time these two teams met. How do you plan on cashing again? Villanova, Seton Hall.
Well, Jim, I'll tell you this. Villanova didn't have that easy of a time with Providence. That box score can be a little fooling, a little bit of a liar, because Providence was winning that game. It took a second half, I would say, probably a wolf blood injection type second half where everybody on the team took a wolf blood injection. That's why they were able to propel themselves to such a dominant victory. But I'll tell you this, Jim, that's nothing new. We know Villanova is a slow starter. They are plus 12 in second halves, whether that be by season or conference, I can't remember. But I'll tell you this, we know that Seton Hall, what they do well is they start well, especially against this Villanova team. And then Villanova figures out how to hit jump shots. I think that this is a line and a number that definitely has me looking at Seton Hall, Jim, because, listen, Seton Hall's coming off some of their own heartbreak. They had the lead against Creighton. They were dominating them. They were on their way to avenging a 37-point loss. And then Marcus Zagorowski happened. So shout out to our guy Antel and his Creighton Blue Jays. But this is an opportunity for Sandro Mamukalashvili to have a better game. We do not need 7 turnovers from Sandro. You can give us 23 points. That's good. You do that. But you cut down those motherfucking turnovers. If you want to be a big man that handles the ball, runs the floor, and directs the offense, you got to handle the ball like your fucking floor general point guard would do. Okay? Another thing. You know why I like Seton Hall that much more? Because Harvard transfer, Mr. Bougie Bryce Aiken, decided, I want to play ball. I want some minutes. I want to play for my favorite school growing up, and I want to drop a 20 bird. So if Bryce can do that in probably the biggest game of his short Seton Hall career, come on, do it. I'm on you guys. And with Tyrese Samuel, fellow Canadian of ours, Jim, let's get another 20-point performance. I think that this is a Seton Hall team that keeps the adrenaline high. The 3-point defense just cannot be as bad as it's been. And if they can disrupt ball movement with their 2.5 to assist to turnover ratio with 17 or even more in conference, I think that this is a game where Seton Hall gets out to a lead, and then Villanova makes me clench my ass for 10 minutes in the second half, and we somehow escape with the cover. So give me the 5.5 or 6 if you're generous and can find one for me.
I can't find you a 6, but I can find you a 5.5 at -105 at BetMGM.
I shall take it.
Circa is only hanging a 5. FanDuel doesn't have this on the board. So the 5.5 at -110 is at Bet365, but a 5.5 at -105 is available for you at BetMGM plus 5.5 -105 at BetMGM. What's your expectation on line movement in this game tomorrow? Do you think that the public loves Villanova and there might be a better number later?
Yeah, I think that there's probably going to be some more Villanova money that comes in. But I'll just point this out. It's volatile Saturday. Anything can happen, and anything usually does. And part of that anything, Jim, it's going to be Seton Hall covering 5.5 points for this show record.
I love it. I love it. Big action for Maxwell Smart in the Big East. Seton Hall Pirates plus 5.5 -105 available at BetMGM.